This is how I made my Natsu cosplay from Soul Calibur 5. Before this build, I had little to no experience with armor. I also made some mistakes my first time around, so my cosplay went from this to this. Alright, so let's get into it. The first thing I started off with was her shoulder pauldron because I felt like it'd be the easiest for me to do. So I cut out 3 different parts for her shoulder pauldron, and then I cut out the little leaflets or pleating individually by hand, and it took a while, especially trying to get them as even as I could possible. When painting, I painted in that copper orange first, and then black, and then kind of dabbed it with a napkin to give it that ombre look it has. I also individually carved the leaf decoration, though I didn't record that. For the hip pauldrons, I basically did the same thing, but much bigger. Be sure to measure yourself properly, by the way, before you start crafting this. I also numbered each leaflet to make sure it goes to the right pauldron. Here's all of them decorated, colored, and bent for the hip pauldron. Here's a process picture of the hip pauldron so you can see it better. The next step is to add the pink yarn she has. For this, I carved small holes into the pauldron and then pushed the yarn through. And here are all the hip pauldrons attached to the waist cincher. Next were the gauntlets, which I'm not super happy with, so I probably will redo them eventually. I made them the exact same way as the pauldron. Next was her suit. I just bought it off Amazon and then made some light alterations to it myself. Next was the wing, which also came off Amazon. I started by brushing it, of course, and then crimping it, and then steaming it. Then I cut it all off and glue it back into sections to make the helmet wing. This part of the process specifically, it kind of looks like the adoring fan from Oblivion. For the individual hair strands, I used wire and tape and then glued the hair onto it so I could reposition the strands as necessary. For her feather clip, I used 3 pink feathers and 3 pink gemstones to make it, and I glued it into the wig. My favorite part about the wig is that it is very durable. I dropped it after making it, and you can also reposition all of the strands individually. Next are her weapons, but I'm not very happy with them, so I might remake them. I made the sheaths out of paper towel rolls. Then I cut out little pieces of EVA foam to close the ends of them. I primed the paper towel rolls with Mod Podge and then painted them with red paint and then this pink glitter paint to coat the top of it. And then I went over with gold to do the details and to add stuff in. For the knife part, I had to paint them white and then paint them the correct color. I had a very hard time adding like the little golden details and embellishments for her because I couldn't find a very good reference picture up close. But yeah, that's pretty much how I built my Natsu cosplay. I'm not wearing the weapons yet though because I haven't installed magnets or something that will actually help them stick to my suit. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you guys.